get tired of this type of shit happening though. You kind of get tired of it. You kind of get tired of it. You get tired of the bullshit right here. Hmm. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Z? What's up? I woke up and saw that my gold position played. Yeah. It shit. It exceeded the target. It went to target, then it went further. My Nasdaq position obviously went to shit. That obviously went to ain't going no damn where. I mean, playing on Team Bears, the Nasdaq Bears are just yeah. So yeah, I had my position go to target. Interesting. Gold. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So Nasdaq. When New York opens, all we trade is Nasdaq. 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 When New York opens, all we trade is the Nasdaq. So we had two stacked imbalances on top of each other, and there is no surprise that the market, because this is where we went short last night. We had the bears failing as per usual. The Nasdaq bears failing to hold the pullback as per usual. We get the market running their stops, their buy stops. The market pulls back into the 50% of this 15-minute imbalance. It also finds support of this 15-minute imbalance, and we're kind of seeing what we're seeing now. Oh, did it? The weekly open? Yeah, I think the market's preparing itself to short here. Yeah, honestly, I'll just probably just focus on the Nasdaq. Excuse me. When New York opens, all we trade is Nasdaq. When New York opens, all we trade is the Nasdaq. Man, I hate seeing that. Oh, I just hate seeing that. I hate seeing that, man. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing that. 335. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing that. There was an easy 15-minute momentum play that I wasn't in front of my desk for earlier today. easy 15-minute pullback into the short-term EMA on the 15-minute. That, I mean, especially when the market breaks out and starts trending, that trade, that 21 EMA trade is, man, is it a very powerful trade. You can look at that. That's about like 100 points right there. Damn near like 90 points right there. 90-point bounce right off that EMA. We didn't take profits at these highs though. It did fail, but and like I said, it's a pretty good trade. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can kind of get into this. Let's see if we can get into this. Probably gonna be pretty tough. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? Yeah, because this is running highs. This is running into stops. We already let the 15-minute imbalance here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because, I mean, when you see a move like this, and if you just really think about what's going on, when you see that big expansion higher after the range, you're thinking, oh man, I need to get into this. I need to get into this. But you got to kind of think about what happened. The market gave you plenty of opportunity to get into this. There was plenty of opportunity to get into this. So if you really think about what's going on, the market is now ready to expand from this area now. So chasing it it's not necessarily recommended to chase this. You can get decent profits from a move like this, but the reason why this move is so dangerous to chase because this is the initial breakout. This is the confirmation that this area is safe for a long. We don't know how far it's going to go, especially when I believe this thing just took out all-time highs and this is new all-time highs. And so now all the traders that endured all this chop is being rewarded with this move right here. They're going to probably take targets wherever they take their profit targets. And for everybody else, we have to wait for that pullback. We have to wait for it because we didn't endure all this chop. The early bird gets the worm, and now we are late bulls if we want to get into this thing. We don't want to be chasers. Because remember, when you chase things, what do they do? They run away from you. They run away. And if you back something into a corner, it's going to attack you. And that same concept is true for the market. You chase the market into a corner, it's going to turn around and it's going to stop you out. Okay. So we just have to patiently wait for a pullback here. We just safely be able to participate in this move. I might just remove these limits down here because the market, I set these limits overnight to see like if the market actually, if we actually saw the market move down overnight to make an attempt to fill that gap. I set those limits, but it's pretty obvious the market still wants to go higher here. So just had to be patient on this one, unfortunately. Yeah, I missed the. Yeah, I might just have to do that. I might have to just do that. Because I hate missing moves like this. Just grinds my gears when I miss a move like this. It really does. Well, okay. 400. Damn, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. Oh, man, that's so painful to watch. Oh, man, that's so painful. Okay. So we have the orb. The orb is complete. Let's go down to a lower time frame and mark out the orb. Maybe the orb can kind of give us some clues about where we can participate in this move. Or unless this is a trap. Okay. All right, so the low of that candle is 65.50. And the high of this candle is 73. Okay. So we have our orb. Okay. So we have the orb. So what does the market do here? All right, so we have price playing around. We do officially have the orb breakout here. We officially have it. But I wonder what they're going to do with it. I'm going to cancel that order right there. Cancel that. Actually, I'm curious. All right, so the 21 EMA is still right there at the bottom of the orb. So on the 15 minute. So yeah, we're seeing this massive move higher, but the EMAs are still down here. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. I just like to know where my EMAs are on the higher time frames. If we get a pullback, where I could potentially enter in to participate. Okay. Just push the buy button. You know you want to. But yeah, I'm officially Team Bull now. I mean, I've switched sides. I've shifted my allegiance. I will always be a bear at heart, but when the Bears just keep breaking my heart the way that they do. I even looked at Bitcoin this morning and thought that could be like a, like a little side piece. Hit up Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't like Bitcoin. This thing has no volume in it. None. The moves are horrendous. No volume, no nothing. Would you like to come over to my place and stop me out? Would you like to come over to my place and stop me out? Oh, that's hilarious. What a gem. What a gem. Nice. Nice. I'm a bull now. Perma bull. You know, lately I've been watching what is it called? Slow markets. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to see Dakota, who was once proclaimed a perma bull, now addicted to taking shorts. I wonder what changed. I mean, as a bear, I know how powerful it feels to be a part of a great short. I know, but I just find it very interesting that now Dakota is a bear now, and he's always looking for short opportunities when the market is making these massive bull runs. Actually, there's a massive imbalance right there. Massive imbalance right there on the 15-minute. Okay. It's not showing up yet. That's interesting. It's not showing up. Oh yeah, the candle hasn't closed yet. Okay, I forgot. I have it set to where it doesn't show the imbalance until the candle closes. So we could see the market potentially come back into this orb somewhere. We could. Yeah, I think I'm done with gold. I think I'm done with gold right now. I just looked at the gold chart. I got in around like I forgot where I got in at. Gold stopped me out. Bastard. Gold don't move like she used to. For right now. What? Okay. Freaking Nasdaq. You said it's like I guess it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. It makes you feel like a man. It makes you feel manly to be able to short this market and be successful. Makes you feel like a man. We have a 5-minute imbalance right here, but I'm not interested in 5-minute imbalances. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back in 445. I wouldn't be surprised for it to come back. But, you know, honestly, I'm starting to really, ever since now, I'm more focused on the Nasdaq than anything else now. I'm really starting to see the current meta to successfully trade the Nasdaq. I'm really starting to see it. It's pretty obvious if you kind of wait for it. It's put in plain sight because by the time the market actually reveals its hand, I mean, it'll blow. I mean, it's the Nasdaq collected so many accounts with this move right here. A lot of people went long. It goes in their favor. It comes back and stops them out if they don't protect their positions. The way the market sold off before it finally went higher. I'm not surprised by that. So, I mean, the question is, will the market, okay, well, there. All right, so we got that 9 o'clock. That's the 9 o'clock algo. That's the 15-minute imbalance that just was created right there. That's the 15-minute imbalance. It's right there, dead smack in the middle of the orb. Will the market come back, fill these unfilled orders here? So we have a stacked imbalance right there. We have a 5-minute imbalance nested within a 15-minute imbalance. The market is still going. Wow. There's so many different. Wow. The Nasdaq ain't playing on the 5-minute. This is about to be another imbalance right here. If this candle closes higher or stays exactly where it's at. So you're going to have a 15-minute imbalance stacked on top of another 15-minute imbalance. If that's not a sign for you not to short this shit or try to look for a short, you're truly addicted to shorting the NQ. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me look at this because I'm starting to see a lot of videos about this. So I'm going to draw a line at the previous daily high because supposedly if I guess your daily bias should start with the daily chart. When you say it out loud like that, I guess it does make sense. So the high of this is 342. We'll go down to a lower time frame. Now that's interesting. So basically the market just took out yesterday's daily high And now we're seeing all of this bullish momentum. So yeah, it looks like the market was kind of playing around at yesterday's daily high, which is interesting because it's interesting that it's doing that. Look at this daily chart on the Nasdaq. Look at this daily chart on the Nasdaq. The daily is trending. Look at all those green days on the daily chart. I think I need to start looking at the daily chart more often, because I just trade the Nasdaq day to day. I don't consider looking at the daily chart at all. But the daily chart is literally putting everything into perspective. Look how the market separates from the short-term EMA. The market hasn't even pulled back to the short-term EMA yet. That's very telling. It just shows how strong this market is right now. So I might just start marking out previous day daily highs and lows, because the market sweeps this liquidity. It sweeps yesterday's daily high. We get a drop. The market comes all the way back, rejects at the daily high. We get a false break above the daily high, and then we finally get this massive move higher. All right, so it looks like we may have an opportunity to get into this on a pullback here. Where did we get in at a pullback? Shit, who the hell knows? I mean, we had this massive move higher. The market did leave several imbalances. Where did we get it? That's the question. Does the market try to make a full retracement here? What happens here? Or does the market try to find support on that 21 EMA? Because I know everybody and their mom right now is itching to get into this long. If they hadn't just, like Alfred said, just hit the buy button. Just hit the buy button. 294. So Debt Wolf says the higher the inflation rate is, the higher the market will go higher. I can believe that. I can definitely believe that. And does everybody recall those $1 million calls that were put in the market earlier this week? What I should have done was taken a screenshot of those, but we took a mental note. Let's see if we can find them. You can actually see more of these calls. Wow. So this person right here bought deep in the money calls. He bought the 550 strike, expiring the day after the FOMC meeting, while price was at 7. Did price get to 757? Oh, that's on SPY. Okay, I was about to say, I know that's not on the Qs. So, but they bought deep in the money SPY calls. Let me see if I can find. Well, let me see if I can find them, because now that just puts things into perspective. Well, actually, let's get into a position first. So I'm not going to get distracted by that. Okay, so let's see if we can get into a position. almost fucked up, man. Again. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can get into this. And this may get messy. There's plenty of areas where the market could see a reaction here. So this could get messy. Hopefully we see the continuation here at the orb high. I probably might take several trades. I might take the high, the medium, and the low, just so I can participate in this. Yeah. Nasdaq. All right, so 9. Nice one, Nasdaq. Nice. Okay. So we'll see what happens here. This is very aggressive, a very aggressive entry. I'm trying to play the momentum here at the top of this orb. It doesn't look too good right now, but I'm willing to take the risk. Okay, and there it goes. All right. That is interesting. So it does look like we did tap into that 15-minute imbalance. Look who's green again. All right, so let's see if we can just throw this target up there. I'm just throwing my limit order up because I have a trailing stop. So after it crosses a threshold, my stop pops up and it begins to trail. If we see that same momentum that we saw earlier, that's kind of what I'm betting on here. Give myself a little bit of extra room on this. Not too much. Okay. So we're in this. So far, so good on that pullback. Right down to the 50 EMA. I kind of wanted to be in the middle. I probably should have just tagged the top of that 15-minute imbalance because that looked like that was the perfect trade. But we're in it, so we're not going to complain about it. Hopefully we can just see that continuation here and not the market pulling back or nothing. Oh, you enter on the EMAs for the long? Which time frame are you using? Are you using you're probably using the 3-minute? You know, honestly, I might just start looking at the 3-minute myself. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. All right. I'm convinced. I mean, shit. If the 3-minute. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the 3-minute. I should have just took that trade on the 3-minute because look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right. So. All right, that's how I'm going to play it. I'm going to monitor. So I'm going to watch the 15-minute. We're going to pay attention. We're going to manage the trade on the 3-minute. I have to go down to a lower time frame. Okay, we'll see. Let's see if they hold this. I mean, that's why it kind of sucks being a late bull here because we are late. We are late bulls here. So either the market is going to, we're going to see a continuation higher here, or we're going to see a very deep pullback and clean up some of these imbalances that were left behind. There was a lot of imbalances left behind here. Okay. All right. Well, that trade sucked. Okay. I was about to say. Now the market just we're just going to see a complete crash out here. Well, shit, we're on opposing sides then, Alfred. We're on opposing sides then. Just trading evals. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Okay. Okay. That sucks. So I'm surprised that 50% didn't work. It was the 15%, the 50% of the imbalance, and the 50% of the orb. They both lined up with each other. That's interesting. Okay. You just gotta wait for the pullback here. You know what I find interesting here? The market really knows how to catch you. Usually when we see so much momentum to the upside like this, we get these V bottom retracements. Or I'm sorry, these V top retracements or V bottoms. But then there's times where the market doesn't make a full retracement, a V bottom retracement, and then it continues higher. I guess the challenge is being able to decipher when to use which. So, okay, so 19. Yeah. You know, honestly, it's pretty obvious what the Nasdaq is kind of doing right now. It's pretty obvious. I guess it's obvious because I'm feeling these emotions right now in the background, low key, but I'm not gonna allow these emotions to take trades for me. I'm just gonna patiently wait. But just think about everybody that just got stopped out of this move and what they're thinking, how they're feeling right now. They're probably revenging long right now. They're adding to their long positions. They're moving their stops. They're thinking with that move higher, the bulls will eventually buy. And when the Nasdaq kind of stops, and this is where that momentum variable comes in. Look at this candle right here and look at the momentum in this candle. And if you're a bull and you just lost your money and you see a momentum candle like that, what are you doing at that candle? You're chasing it. And look how it's lining up with that orb in that 15-minute bullish imbalance. Now, I mean, it could work. It could work. But just look at how the candle is just moving in that area. All that momentum just to get the bulls into this so it can just run their stops lower. There you go. Look at that stop run right there. Look at those stops getting run. Look at those stops. Nasdaq, I know your games. I know your games, Nasdaq. All right, so let's see if we can get these. If this position fails, I'm gonna take a step back and just reevaluate because yeah, it's gonna take a step back and reevaluate. Damn. All right, so I'm filled in with 6 contracts right now. All right, let's see. Let's see if the market wants to pull back here. I put my limit order at the middle and at the bottom of that range. So I mean, if it runs the bottom, if I get stopped out here, then the market wants to go lower here because it's literally at the bottom of that range, literally. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, well, we'll see. Just gonna throw these limits up there. So my only concern for this position is the 50% of the imbalance and the orb because they both line up with each other. And the 21 EMA that's sloped to the downside right there, right in the proximity of that 50%. That's my only concern. But if we can see the market push higher here, at least test the top of that orb, I will be happy. I'll be happy. So let's see if we get that. So I guess this kind of goes to show and that I should just stick to my plan. I was trying to be aggressive and if I just waited for the pullback back into the range like my original plan calls for, instead of being aggressive at the top of that orb high. It's okay. I mean, my strategy calls for this. I can take multiple losing trades and have one trade bring me back to profitability. So I think right now I'm profitable. Well, I was profitable until it dipped down a little bit. I could have closed it for a break even. But you know, we don't do that here. You don't close the position just because it'll bring us back to break even. We take the trade. We either take the trade or we don't. We take the trade or we don't. And when you decide to take that trade, either it hits your stop loss or it hits your profit target. Anything other than that is blasphemy. Anything other than that is blasphemy. Okay. So we're coming to that 50% of that orb. Let's see. Let's see. And we're up about $700 right now. Okay. All right. We just need the Bulls to push through this. That's all we need. Push through it, Bulls. Push through it. Push through it. Damn. Okay. All right. We kind of expected this. We kind of expected that the bears would try to come in at the 50% of that orb. They're coming in. You got the, not only did it swipe the liquidity above the 50% of that orb, it tapped that 21 EMA, but that's on the 3-minute though. It's on the 3-minute. Let's look at the 15-minute though. Okay. All right. So this, all right. This kind of gives me, yeah, the 15-minute 21 EMA is going to be more powerful than the 3-minute. Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. It's not like it'll still react to those lower time frame EMAs for sure, but as long as the higher time frame EMAs are on our side, it's just turbulence at this point. It's just turbulence, or at least that's what I want to assume. All right, so we're starting to see that candle that I like. So we're up about $900 on this position right now. We can get a 15-minute close above the midpoint of the orb. I think we can go for those highs. If we can get this close above the 50% of that orb. Looks like the Qs. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Nasdaq bears, Nasdaq bears, Nasdaq bears. Nasdaq bears. Nope. It hit my target. Well, nice one, Nasdaq bears. Nice one. Nice. Nice. I guess if I don't get stopped out on this one, if I don't get stopped out. Shit. Yeah, let's look at that, I guess. Yeah. But you know I'm not gonna do that. You know I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it sucks, yeah, but I ain't gonna do that. Of course, the 100. I was considering taking that 100 EMA or a bounce at the 100 EMA. I was considering that. But I guess I just have to just be strategic about it. If I'm gonna do that, then that means I have to. Hold on, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. When it's time for the bears to show up as supply, they don't show up. I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. No way. No way. This thing didn't just stop me out just to go short. No way. No. You're trolling me. I'm being trolled right now. I'm being trolled right now. The market is trolling me. No way. Hmm. The irony of my entry, this is the original entry that I had before. And I see that, Alfred. But at this point, I mean, shit, if this account dies, it dies, I guess. It dies, it dies. It's just unfortunate because I was, what, almost at the goal. I think I was like $500 away from goal. I just needed it to go up a little bit more. And the market just crashes out. I should have trusted that 50, man. I really was considering getting in at that 100 EMA. I really was. But it didn't line up with nothing. You actually pay for the Audible news alerts? I do recall you saying that actually. Mm. How much is it? How much is that? I guess we can have that as part of the stream to enhance the stream, having those Audible. Well, how noisy is it? I guess, how noisy is it? Is it like something? Is it spouting out every 20 seconds about something, or is it only calling out Red Star News? Or I mean, if it's super noisy, then it only calls out major news only. And you're saying, okay, I'm gonna take your word for it, Alfred. I'll purchase this subscription. I'll purchase it. I'll have it for the next stream for Sunday. I did see something about it, about them promoting a Memorial Day. The Memorial Day sale or something like that. They're trying to say that they're trying to sell Take Strike for, oh wow. So Financial Juice Elite, they're trying to sell it for $997. Lifetime access, one-time payment, never pay again. That would have been, that's so disappointing. Nasdaq bears. Nasdaq bears. I feel like the Nasdaq bears is like OKC right now. Always flopping. And only a select few of people like them. So you know what? I don't see any. So it looks like they're only trying to go elite. They're not talking about the pro or nothing. Says just need real-time news, go pro. Pro. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's like $69 for 3 months. Okay. Oh no, man, I might as well get in that. Well, hold on, give me a sec. Okay. Says headline audios turn off. Says breaking headlines only. Okay. All right. Man, what a day. Yeah, and I'm gonna do I'll do the same as well. All right, I think we could see a breakout right here. It just swiped the liquidity underneath that this little tight little range on a tick chart. So we could see the breakout right here. Okay. Hey Alfred, so that news that pumped the market, you said it came before? Ah, shit, you know what? Hmm. 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 Honestly, I don't know. I think. And Alfred, do I have to so it's this thing right here that's on the top left corner of the page where it says streaming. I just turned this on. Is this it right here? Okay. All right, we'll see. So I only have it set to only break in. And you say, hold on, we like the and I have it set to only headlines only.
US oil hits intraday low, trades below $87 a barrel.
Okay, did y'all guys hear that? But I don't care about oil, so let me see. Can you set this thing up to only? I just want to hear Trump news. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. Okay. I don't care about commodities. I don't care about commodities. I want truth, or that's the feed. I don't care about commodities, markets, economy, futures. Actually, no, I don't care about that. I think we break it this time. I don't. Hold on, give me a second. I think we break the orb this time. Oh yeah, it might be an echo. Yeah, because I got it on 2 feeds. Okay. Speeches and testimony. I don't care about commodities. So I only care about the Federal Reserve. Hopefully this is like select the feed you want to follow. Yeah, we break the orb this time. It just sucks that it couldn't do it the first time. Okay. And shit. Yeah, that would kind of suck, wouldn't it? Shit, yeah, I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I will only lose about, I mean, well, not lose, but I will regain almost half of what I lost right there. Or more than half than what I lost. You know what I could have done better? I mean, I should have known. I should have known that 50% of that orb would have been a hot spot. I mean, I should have known that. I mean, I said it. I just didn't want to believe it because it went against what I wanted. It went against what I wanted. Oh shit, you know what? I think I know what I just did. Mm. Yeah, I think so. Why? Did something come through for you? Interesting. I mean, I only got it set to break-in headlines only, though. Interesting. Well, what do you have? So does the feed select the audio version of it? God damn, bro. Like God damn. God damn, dude. Oh, you know what? I probably didn't I'm not on the okay. I'm not on the okay. Actually, no, I didn't turn it back on. I was on the settings and I didn't turn it back on. Shit. All right. Hopefully they can hold this, man. Okay. Well, either that holds or it folds. Man, the 50% of that orb, man, it's for whatever reason the bears are going hard at it. This is the second time that they've rejected from that damn thing. I mean, well, technically it did go past the 50% and it rejected from this 15-minute bearish imbalance, but hold on. You know what, Alfred? So I got one more question, Alfred. So before we reached this area, did the news come out as soon as we touched into this area right here? Or were you paying attention? Damn. I mean, shit, if that doesn't show, if that isn't a clear sign that this is all a game that's being played, I don't know what is. I mean, it's a fun game, especially when you know the rules, you play by the rules, and you get to level up. You get to level up, and this is going to be us leveling up here. All right, so now that just enhances the stream. Now we have audible squawks. And they just let us know that if we go into supply and we get some freaking news, we know that we can just cut our position and potentially re-enter. But man, Nasdaq bears. Nasdaq bears. Yeah, I think so too, Alfred. I think so too. Yeah, I mean, moving forward, majority of my focus will be just the Nasdaq. I'll look at gold here and there, but after that bullshit gold pulled this morning, stopping me out and then going higher. And this is not the position from last night. I took another position this morning. It literally just stopped me out. And then I'm looking at the chart now, and then you get this massive push higher after the stop out. Yeah, I think I'll just focus on Nasdaq for right now. It's the only I feel like everybody is not. I mean, honestly, I really don't. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why everybody was in gold the way it was. Maybe because of inflation scare. I don't feel nothing's really changed. Maybe something has changed. I'm not familiar with what's changed, but it seems like money is leaving gold and it's now going back into the indices now, because the indices are making all-time high. Gold is still moving, but it's chopping. It's not fluent as it used to be. It's just chop, 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 chop. It's like a karate master now. All this chopping is doing. Yeah, I was in at 550. It goes all the way down to about 542, and then it stops me up. All right, so let's see what I think the Nasdaq. I mean, come on, Nasdaq. Let's get the breakout. I even added to this position. Let's get this breakout past this double 50%. You got the 50% of the orb and the 50% of the imbalance that was right there. And Yeah. I wonder if silver is going to make a generational run like it did going into the end of last year. You know, it's crazy. We're literally, oh shit, I gotta probably some. We're literally halfway through 2026. We're at the halfway point. Isn't that crazy? But wow. Dude, it's for whatever reason, man, the Bears are going hard at this level right here, man. They're just going hard at that level. Okay. But I'm going to leave this position running. If it comes back and stops me out, it comes back and stops me out. I'm not taking profits on this at all. I'm going to allow the trade to play out, and whatever happens, happens. But I am out of time for this session and out of time for this week. He said take the profits. The 50% is a wall. Yeah, it's definitely acting as one. But I gotta let this thing play. Gotta let it play. Because that means that all the stops, I mean, if this thing pushes past that 50%, then we're going to see a stop run above. We're going to see a stop run. We're going to see a retest of the high of that orb or somewhere close. So, yeah, I appreciate that, Alfred. I appreciate that. I know there's a bit of sarcasm in that, but I appreciate that. But I do appreciate everybody that joined me this week. I will definitely come back on Sunday night, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on.